doing today? Are you okay? Are you good? No, I think you all are great. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gurgaon Innovation Summit 2016 in association with the Municipal Corporation of Gurgaon and powered by Keystone in cooperation with Your Story. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host and my name is Enakshi Sharma. Now, I welcome all of you to this very fine morning. It is something special about this morning. Do you all feel it in yourselves today? Yeah. Do you feel it?
Yes.
I don't hear you. Am I in the city of Gurgaon? Is this millennium city that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Alright, the front is really empowered and very energetic, but I want to hear from the rest of you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, in the 1980s, when I started to know about Gurgaon through my father, he told me in the 1980s, Gurgaon was a semi-arid land with nothing but a single Maruti plant. And look what Gurgaon is today. It's a multi-landscape city with cityscapes, fancy apartments, and things the middle class would aspire to be and have. Isn't that true for all of us? Is that true for all of you? Okay, so let's begin this seminar with a show of hands. I want to know who's in my audience. Anyone in their 20s, give me a cheer. In their 20s, give me a cheer. Come on. All right. Anyone in their 30s and above, give me a cheer. We all know life only gets better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all of you once again to the Gurgaon Innovation Summit in collaboration with the Municipal Corporation of Gurgaon, powered by Keystone and Your Story. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to begin our very special morning with a special guest. And I'm talking about none other than the Commissioner, MCG, Mr. T.L. Satyaprakash. Ladies and gentlemen, he's someone who's infused a lot of energy in the organization. He's planned a city of Gurgaon like no one ever has done before. With his involvement with the cities and the citizens, we will like to tell you that he is achieving a lot for the city and we hope it only continues to grow. In his leap forward, we'd like to invite him and welcome him. Ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. T.L. Satyaprakash. Association with Your Story presents to you the Gurgaon Innovation Summit 2016. And before we begin any further, I'd like to know how many of you are from the startup industry. Give me a show of hands. My goodness, that's a whole lot of you. You know, there's something very interesting about startups. It's often said that we should never take the precedent of failing. Or even if we fail, we should fail bigger, better, and in a much grander way. Remember Samuel Beckett? Any one of you? Remember? Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, if we didn't fail, we would have never had the third front in politics. We would have never known NAM in international relations, and Abhishek Bachchan would have never married Aishwarya Rai. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to begin with inviting our chief guest, who is none other than Arun Maira, who is a management consultant and a former member of the Planning Commission of India. He is also the former Indian chairman of Boston Consulting Group. Arun Maira was born in Lahore. He received his MSc and BSc in physics from St. Stephen's College, Delhi University. Ladies and gentlemen, Arun Maira, for all of you. Thank you, gentlemen, for enriching us with your presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we move to our next section, which is a panel discussion on the Gurgaon story. Now, if you want me to call it Gurgoan or Gurgaon, that's your choice, but I prefer the latter, and so I'm going to go with it. But how interesting it is, really. You know, when Bombay was Bombay and it wasn't Mumbai, we all thought that everybody wanted to Indianize Bombay because it was the Britishers who kept the name Bombay, and so was with Calcutta. But what's with Gurgaon? Indians kept the name Gurgaon, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, we will move forward to our panel discussion, but before that, I'd like to acknowledge someone's presence here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about none other than Lieutenant General Mr. and Mrs. R.N. Kapoor, who graciously graced this occasion. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like to welcome Mr. and Mrs. R.N. Kapoor. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, moving forward, we have the Gurgaon story, and for the same panel, I'd like to invite Mr. Amit Khatri, Additional Commissioner, MCJ. Mr. Khatri is a 2010 batch IAS topper who recently was posted as the Additional Commissioner. He brings with him the familiarity with the region and energy into full play to make a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Amit Khatri. Okay, we will have him with us in a few moments. Next, I'd like to invite Miss Neela Kaushik. She is the founder of Gurgaon Moms, currently an 8,500 strong community of mothers that every mom is proud to be a part of. She has built a brand that the media loves to cover. She is behind the high-profile events that have become very popular and are in high demand in the National Capital Region of India. Ladies and gentlemen, for this lady, Miss Neela Kaushik. You know, I've very often observed this. We see far and few people in between in startups, but even more fewer women. And anyone who says that women are of a lesser power in the 21st century, I would tell them to stand in between a woman and the Zara sale, and they would know what women power is all about. Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Viraj Malik, founder and serial entrepreneur, PK Online Ventures, founder of the PK Online, a multi-screen video and an advertising company with services like the Hello TV, Ad Chakra. He has wide experience in strategic business development, which includes entrepreneurship experience within India and business development experience in Indian, European, and the US markets. Ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Viraj Malik. And look who's moderating the panel. It's me, Enakshi Sharma. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, although we are in a democracy, but this is power for the sake of power. I'm going to utilize my power and begin with the first question that I have for all of you. Now, I read a very interesting report published in the New Yorker in 2012, which said that Gurgaon manages to be both a complete mess and an economic powerhouse, a microcosm of India's dynamism and dysfunctionality. This year, we've seen Gurgaon become a riot, we've seen Gurgaon flooded with water, and we've also seen multiple success stories which I've already spoken about. I would like each one of you to tell me what does Gurgaon really stand for, and how has Gurgaon really seen its growth? What is the growth story of Gurgaon? That's the big question here. So, should we begin with you?
So perhaps my perspective would be a little more objective because I have spent 22 years of my professional life in Mumbai. So,
what challenges do you see in them? Do you see that they face the same challenges as all of you did, or are the challenges unique and distinct from all of yours?
Okay, so Gurgaon is a great place to start up as an established camp because the buying power is high, the internet penetration.
With this, we wrap up our panel discussion on the Gurgaon story. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us for this wonderful discussion. We hope to bring more in the near future.